Page 19, Sleepy Time Serenade. In this lesson, we do the same thing we did in the last lesson except for the left hand, because we have to develop both hands. Now it's just the same thing. I mean, if I were actually going to finger this passage, I'd do it differently, but this is for practicing this thumb under. You want to get to where you can do this without looking at the keyboard eventually, where you can feel where these notes are. Let's look Serenade over. It's about 4 lines long. Treble bass clef, 3/4 time signature. No sharps or flats in the key signature. When the key is C major, make sure you can do the C major scale. A 3/4 time signature, and again, we're coming in on beat 2, because only 2 beats in that first measure, but the last measure has 1. That's okay. Let's take it one hand at a time and make sure we understand what each hand is doing. The right hand, you're here on C and E. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's fun. And the second line, bring the thumb down for the last 2 measures, just down to the B. Not moving the hand, just thumb. And you're staying there until the last line, you come back. Now, the last line, let's look at this carefully. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. That's a kicker. I don't want to have to do that here. That's dangerous. I'd rather not. So I'm going to change the fingering a little bit to let me make it a little less difficult. And that is in the second measure. Instead of 1, 3, I'm going to do a 1, 2 on these. See, the first measure is 1, 3, then I'm going to change and spread out a little bit, 1, 2. This puts my little finger a little closer to the C. Because if I'm here, I got to go that far. But if I'm here, I go here. So it's, let's reach up here. And to hold that down, it's tied as you play this. So the last line is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, that's the last line. That's what I recommend you do. Left hand, well, it's got the thumb going on here. 2, 3, 1, 2. Reach up. Try and connect all of this for now. The last line. 1, 2, 3. Hold that C down as you do, because the C's tied. So this is how they can have multiple voices going on in the music at the same time. This is how they show it. The last 2 measures, we have 4 voices. We have the C's, that's 2 voices. They're holding it out. And while they're holding it out, another voice is there, and another voice is here. So there's 4 voices going on here, and that's kind of how you can, it's how they arrange it. It's how you can see it. It makes it easier to understand what's going on so you can interpret it as such. Now, put the hands together carefully. I'm here. And make sure you're lifting up at the right times here. Let's go over this carefully. It's important. It's here. Hold this down. So for 1 beat, all of that's down. And then I go, that's by itself. That's together, and then that's by itself. So make sure you're lifting this right hand up. So these quarter notes in the left hand are by themselves. The last line, we're here. You go through and work out the notes, the rhythms, get the hands working together, get rid of any hesitations anywhere, steady beat throughout, and then we think about the articulation, which again, they don't give any. Well, find the phrases. Lift up, lift up, lift up. So it's like every 4 measures or so is a phrase. After the tied note, you lift up, it's the end of a phrase. All right. Dynamics, P is soft. The whole thing is just basically soft. This This right hand has to be very soft, very light. When I hear the left hand, that's the melody. At the end, the last line, it's sort of, that's really what we want to hear. And these other things, keep them in the background, I think. It's hard to tell the way this arrangement is written exactly what they want to come out here. So I'm going to suggest bring out this here. And this other stuff, keep in the background. However, you want to bring some of that out too, it's fine. There's no right or wrong here. It's how do you feel it? How do you interpret it? Natural accents. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. The listeners should know on this and the previous one where the first beat of the measure is. They should feel that the first two beats were not, that go to here is what we want to feel. Go to here. Exaggerate these if you have to. Exaggerate them so you can feel this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. See, some people will say it's like you're dancing at the piano. Not physically dancing around, but in your head you're feeling this. So inside you're dancing. It's like when you sing to yourself. Well, now you're dancing to yourself. While you're playing, you're feeling bum, 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 bum. You feel this because it will come out and you're playing that way if you'll feel it. Some people, you'll see them bobbing their heads. Well, they're bobbing their heads to the natural accents. Some people get a little excited and a little, don't exaggerate the movements. It's okay if you want to bob your head to the natural accents or whatever. It helps. It helps you feel it. It's good. Speed, well, somewhere in the middle. It's up to you on how you feel it. Retardando there in the last, you slow down. Yeah. It doesn't say how much to slow down. Again, you feel it. How much do you feel it should slow down? Not a lot, just some. Don't drag it, is what I'm saying. Let's play it together very slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. I'll give us 4 counts again, because it's a 3/4 time, and we come in on beat 2, so I'll give another count. So it's 4 counts total. I'm going to play both hands about the same here. We're not performing it, we're just checking notes and rhythm. 1, 2, ready, go.